Welcome to another episode of Discussions with DD Parker. Twitch is up. What up to my Twitch family? IG family, of course. We do this live on IG every day at 2 o'clock. And what up, Block Party DJs? What up to my YouTube family, all my new subscribers? If you have not already, for my YouTube folks, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow. Appreciate you and thank you. But this discussions with Dee Dee Parker today, I'm going to let you guys do a lot of the talking today because I want to hear what you have to say. You know, I always do a lot of talking, but I want to hear what you have to say, especially in regards to this shooting in Minneapolis. So, if you're familiar with the story, a woman who was fatally shot. What up, Slim? A woman was fatally shot by ICE agents yesterday in Minneapolis. She has now been identified, well, not now, but she's been identified as 37-year-old Renee Nicole Good. I believe she's a mother of 3, and according to reports, they're saying she was a U.S. citizen. Yeah, Slim. So, if you saw the video, if you saw the video, if you're familiar with this story, what are your thoughts about this? Of course, the president speaking out, saying that the shooting was justified. It was self-defense. Slim said, "Damn, I'm familiar." Yeah. So this administration has spoken out. Hey, thank you. This administration has spoken out and basically is trying to say that it's self-defense. But again, what are your thoughts if you are, and welcome to Discussions with Dee Dee Parker for the folks that are just now joining. Today we're talking about the Minneapolis shooting that happened with a woman and some ICE agents. If you're familiar with it, if you've seen it, and again, I'll get ready to play. I really don't want to play this video, but I will play it back for all of you that have not seen this video yet. Twitch, I apologize. It's taking us a little second to get, whatever it's called on Twitch, affiliated, because I need 4 unique streams or 4 unique views every day, but we're going to get there. No worries. Hey, Auntie. Welcome. We are talking about the shooting that occurred in Minneapolis. What are your thoughts about it? If you've seen the video, again, what are your thoughts about it? The woman has been identified as 37-year-old Renee Nicole Good, a mother of 3. And they're saying she was a U.S. citizen. But according to this administration, they're saying that the ICE agent who opened fire and shot and killed Renee was justified. It was self-defense. If you saw the video, what are your thoughts? Like I said, I'm not going to probably do a lot of talking on this one today. I'm going to probably let you guys discuss discussions and let y'all weigh in. But again, give me like 5 minutes and I'm going to get this video up. If you haven't seen this video. Hey, Chef. New folks, we are talking about, again, this is Discussions with Dee Dee Parker. Hey, Baby Rock. Welcome. This is Discussions with Dee Dee Parker. Today, you guys are going to be the hosts pretty much of this. And I'm going to let you guys do a lot of the talking, just because, you know, some black and gray areas. But I'm going to let you guys do most of the conversing when it comes to this. But the Minneapolis shooting with the woman and the ICE agent has been identified as Renee Nicole Good, a mother of 3. And according to reports, allegedly a U.S. citizen. The administration defending their actions, of course, claiming it was justified in self-defense. What are your thoughts on this? Auntie said, ugh, shameful. They are lying about her trying to run him down. Disgusting. And then for the folks that haven't seen this video, let me turn this around so you can see it. But hold on, give me a second. And then turn the audio up. But yeah, hold on one second. Hey, man, just alone.
No! No! Shame! Shame! Oh my fucking god! What the fuck? What the fuck? You just fucking... What the fuck did you do?
Okay, yeah, that video breaks my heart, but Slim said, I saw the video. That's sad as hell. Me, myself, I would have stopped. Okay, so Slim, I guess what I'm trying to ask, so do you feel like what the administration is saying, she, wasn't cooperating, so you feel, I'm not saying you feel, but, do you feel they were justified in what they did? Auntie said, but they didn't identify the agent. I think I just saw something on social media, Auntie, where he was identified. It looked like, in the video he walked, if this is the agent, actual agent, it looked like, in the video, the agent, because they said he was in the hospital, right? It looked like the agent walked himself to the car. So again, I don't know how bad these injuries were that he allegedly sustained. Slim, okay, no, okay, got you. So you don't feel like they were justified. You're just saying you would have just yourself stopped the car. Malcolm said, I saw the video. It's heartbreaking and sadness. Yeah, I can't even, every time I cringe watching the video because it's just, ugh. But if you're just now joining, welcome to Discussions with DT Parker. What up, Tasha? Just in time. We are talking about the shooting that occurred in Minneapolis with the now identified woman, Renee Nicole Good, a 37-year-old mother of 3, and they're saying was a U.S. citizen. The administration is saying that the ICE agent who shot the young lady was justified. It was self-defense. Baby Rock said, absolutely disgusting. Ain't nothing gonna happen to that agent. ICE agents or Proud Boys en masse and armed. You decide. Hey, Tasha Boo. Well, I do have to say, I do, with the one part, agree with you, Baby Barack, because probably won't be no repercussions. He's going to be justified either way. Tasha said, what the F was he defending? That's a good question, Tasha, because again, when I replay the video, I look at the video, I replay the video, I look at the video, and I'm just trying to make it, I'm just trying to connect the dots. Hey, Bad Grayson, Sheb said, do you know why she was pulled over? I'm not 100% sure. Do you know, Sheb, why? Did they say why she was being pulled over? Auntie said, and that meant he already had his weapon out. I know ICE agents are supposed to... Anyway, I'm just confused. I didn't know that. I guess I didn't know that they are able to use deadly force. I thought that was only the right of... Hey, Christopher, I thought that was only the rights of, officers or people in the military. Hey, JD, people in the military aren't even allowed to, once they're not active anymore, carry. They can carry if they live in a state where they can carry, but, they can't just be out here carrying and pulling weapons on folks. I'm just saying. Anyway, new folks, welcome to Discussions with DT Parker. What up, Twitch? IG Live and YouTube. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow if you have not done so already. We are talking about the shooting in Minneapolis. The woman who is now, has been identified as Renee Nicole Good, mother of 3, 37, was shot and killed by an ICE agent. The administration is trying to say it was self-defense. But yeah. Auntie said we will never know why they pulled her over. They will spin it to fit them. And I believe they're also saying that the FBI has now taken over. But did you see that mayor though of Minneapolis? Big shout out to him though, because he was standing on straight business. He told ICE to get the F about his city. Period. Goodbye. Baby Barack said DOJ law clearly states that they can't shoot at a moving vehicle, but they have federal immunity under that man. Hey, Tara. We're talking about the Minneapolis shooting. Tasha said, no, he cannot use deadly force unless there is absolutely no other resolve and he is protecting public safety. Okay, I'm going to run the video back because I want to go to what Tasha said. Because again, I didn't know that they could use deadly force. I thought that was only reserved for specific folks. Anyway, Tasha said, we are also not allowed to pursue a vehicle or use excessive force if there is another option to protect yourself and public safety. This is federal and state law for all divisions of law enforcement. Tara said, if I stand in front of a moving vehicle and I get hit, whose fault is it? Not that he was. But let's run this video back, because again, I want to go back to what Tasha said up here. Where was that? Where you said that? She said, no, they cannot use deadly force unless it's absolutely necessary. So I want to make sure, so we can watch this video again to see if this is absolutely necessary. So let me turn this around for you and then turn it up. And again, sensitive material for those watching. Oh my goodness. Sensitive material. I apologize, y'all. Sensitive material if you have not seen that video and you are just now experiencing that video. I cringe every time I see it. I can't. Ooh. Tara said they cannot use deadly for if someone is in a vehicle trying to flee. Tara, do you know the whole backstory to this story? Do you know exactly why this woman, Renee, was pulled over? Not this woman, but why Renee was pulled over? Because I believe she asked that question. And Auntie said we'll never know the answer on why she was pulled over. But do you know, and is ICE, should ICE have this type of power? Should they have this type of power? I'm just saying. Tara said, it's everywhere. We're adults. Tara said, I don't know what happened precisely. I got you. I was just curious because I know somebody had asked what she exactly was pulled over for, and I wasn't 100% sure exactly what she was pulled over for or why ICE was even targeting her. But I know she lives there. I just, again, because according to reports, they're saying that Renee was a U.S. citizen. So I guess I'm a little confused on how this mistake was made. You see what I'm saying? Hey, Rashad. We are talking about the shooting that occurred in Minneapolis. With the ICE agents, we now have identified the woman as Renee Nicole Good, according to reports, a U.S. citizen, a mother of 3. Tara said she lives there, and neighborhoods report that they were telling her to leave and then did that. But why were they telling her to leave, though? The neighbors did. That's the part I guess I'm trying to figure. Why were they telling her to leave? Did they know something we don't know? Hey, Margot. Tasha said he had no reason to even have his gun drawn. He had not made contact. He was not in danger of being hurt. no other citizen was in danger of being hit. The shooting is not justified. So, Rashad, you said she was obstructing traffic. So, does that mean you feel like the administration that the shooting was justified in it? And again, I don't want to put words in your mouth. Do you feel like the shooting was justified in what this administration is calling self-defense from the ICE agent? Tara said she was a political watcher or something like that. Okay. Baby Barack said another off-duty agent shot and killed a black man. Oh. I'm not recording any music, though. It said I'm limiting the recording of my music. I'm not recording music. IG, what are you talking about? Okay, then. Another off-duty agent shot and killed a black man over fireworks, and nothing happened to him either. Blank is using these tactics to start a civil unrest. I'm just making sure we don't get blocked, y'all, because I just got a message. Who's playing music? I'm not playing music. So if we get cut off, you know the routine. We'll hop back on here, but hopefully we won't get cut off. Rashad, they're already giving me messages. They don't want the message to be heard today.
Oh yeah, I mean, you mentioned an ICE, and so of course they're going to try to marginalize these conversations. So yeah,
Should we call them another name so we don't get bandwidth from? Can we call them? Let's just call them agents.
you can call them cubes.
Okay, let's just call them cubes. Okay,
ICE cubes.
let's just call them cubes so we don't. Yeah. Baby Rock said, okay, I read that. Tara said, I don't know because neighbors had reported they were previously telling her to move, and you see her wave a few cars on, and then they stop and get out of their cars. Tasha said, no, it is rumored that she is a professional agitator, basically alerting the communities of their presence. Oh, and Baby Rock said, after civil unrest, he will declare martial law. He's fulfilling his promise of becoming a dictator. All right, Rashad, what are your thoughts on the shooting?
Well, I mean, it wasn't
It was obstructing traffic. So.
Well, no, you said you didn't know why they
Okay.
were telling her to move, and they were telling her to move because she was in the middle of the street.
Okay.
But the way that they, the way that they aggressively address every situation, they are the agitators. She was rightfully so trying to leave because they were about to arrest her. And I don't know if the law has been changed or whatever, but I don't think you can be arrested for peaceful protesting. But the issue was that the dude was in front of the truck, and he saw that she was about to drive off, so he stepped to the side. He got out of harm's way. He was out of harm's way, and then she drove off. If you can look at the video, the wheels were turned away from him, but they know that they have support. And so he shot her because he knew he could. It's as simple as that.
So the self-defense claim.
It wasn't self-defense. I mean, you can look at the I have a clip. I'll send you the clip that shows you he was completely out of the way. He was right there on the cusp doing the first shot. The second shot, they were separated. Like there was this much space between him and the truck. The third shot, it was even more space. And so the second and third shot should have never happened. He wasn't in danger. He wasn't in danger with the first one. So however, because he was right there, you got to remember that they're going to take whatever small inch they can and run with it. And so because of the fact that he was on the side of the car right there, kind of out of view, the view was obstructed a little bit, right? So that's what they're going to use. And if you want to protect somebody, you're going to find whatever you can to protect them. There are people that don't care about truth. There are people that don't care about facts. And your president doesn't care about truth and facts. Talking about, hell, she ran him over. But once again, nobody hold his nobody holds him accountable for the lies that he spews, you know. And so it's just we have to, we as the people, we got to put pressure on these Congress folks.
Yeah.
That's what I told you. Until we start doing that, all we're going to do is just report every bad thing that happens, and it's just going to continue to get worse until we actually decide to stand up. But we don't want to stand up because we haven't been touched yet.
You don't think this might make folks lean up a little bit?
What, that? No. Watch this. And I just always have to say it, right? Are you going to go and reach out to anybody because of this?
I mean, you remember my stance. I said when it came
Well,
to the year.
I mean,
I feel
okay, let's
like
take it away from you. Let's take it away from you.
okay.
Let's talk to all of you people. Let's talk to all of you people. Who on this list is going to go reach out to a state rep and talk about how outraged we are? Who's going to do it?
Yeah. Let us know, chat. I
So
would like to see
that's my
how many
point.
people. I know one person for sure. I know two. Tasha, maybe Baby Barack. I don't know who else is on here. And Tara. Tara said exactly. Baby Barack said he will only get prosecuted by the state if anything happens at all. Hey JB, happy Thursday. What up? It's a Pope 49. Tasha said the people have to pressure Congress and Senate, or these thugs and criminals in office and powerful CEOs will absolutely support this attempt for dictatorship. Hey, Aim Love. And Tara is throwing up her hands. She said she going. Auntie said, I'm going to my representatives. Okay, Auntie. That's two people, Rashad.
So are all of these people in Atlanta?
No. Auntie's in New York and Tara is in Illinois.
So one of the ways that you can help, identify who your reps are today, and then tomorrow come and read the reps off and their information. And to the people that are in Atlanta that are listening and watching, say, this is who you write to. This is who you call. And that's the way that you can do your part. Like I said, we all got a part to play. You got a platform. You know,
Are you, hold on, let me ask you the question. Are you going to write in about this?
100%.
Okay.
No, that goes, man, look. Yes. Let me just say that. Yes.
So you are outraged then by this situation?
Well, I mean, of course you have to be outraged. I mean, he killed a civilian, and you know, let's be honest, they're the new KKK.
Mm.
I mean, they're covering their faces. When did the Cubes ever do that?
I didn't even know the Cubes had this much power, though.
Well, they don't until he gets into office. They couldn't do all of this.
I didn't even know that they were allowed to be just out here carrying and pulling guns on folks.
Here's the thing: before everything that you're seeing is not the norm. They didn't have all of that power. They didn't. They have more power than police.
That's what I was like. Wait, they have more power than people that served in the actual military and are here living.
And all you had to do was just sign up, and then you get paid big dollars for it.
All right, new folks, welcome to Discussions with Dee Parker. We're not calling them agents. We're calling them Cube just because I've already gotten something from IG and I'm not trying for them to flag us today. Tasha said, I'm in Texas and know the rep sick of me. Auntie said, I have sent emails and calls before. Get a standard generic response. What do they say, Auntie? I'm curious. And have you gotten a response from them? Have they said anything back to you? Uh-oh. Rashad froze. Okay. If you can come back in, Rashad, there you go. I don't know what happened. Now it's funny. Okay, there we go. New folks. We were talking about the shooting in Minneapolis. If you've seen the video, the woman has been identified as Renee Nicole Good. She's 37 years old. Our reports are saying she is a U.S. citizen, a mother of three. The administration is saying that the Cube agent was justified, because we're not calling them that. The Cube agent was justified in a shooting because they basically are trying to say she allegedly she was obstructing justice. She ran him over, yada, yada, yada. Tasha said, let's see, he might have had to jump off, Rashad. Okay, probably so. All right, Tasha said, I also send all my letters on my family behalf to their reps in their districts and states. People need to support grassroots campaigns and get rooted. I like that, Tasha. The Cubes never had this power until that man. I got you. Baby Brock said, same here, Auntie. Same standard generic response, but I can't stop, won't stop. Like, well, no Diddy. Auntie said, it's just a standard. Thank you for reaching out. Your concern is important to us. Yada, yada, yada. And they never get back to y'all, do that. They never follow up with y'all concerns, do they? I mean, what Rashad is saying is absolutely true. And guess what is also coming up? Midterm elections. So it is very, 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 very imperative that you get out here and you vote during these midterm elections. I think, because I've been on the Tony and Tony morning show since Tuesday, helping them out. Well, not helping them out, but added on there just for this week. But I think we talked about yesterday that he's scared. The man is scared of these midterm elections because he feels like if the Dems win, that they're going to call for his impeachment. But how many times has he been impeached already? Anyway, Baby Brock said, Tasha, that was his plan all along. Remember, he's the one who asked why not just shoot them in the leg, Jesus. Hey, Brandon. Tasha said, I stay telling y'all to vote. Yes, Baby Brock, I sure do remember. Yes, please, midterms. If we have any new folks hopping on, we are talking about the Minneapolis shooting. We now have identified the woman who was shot, 37-year-old mom, and they're saying U.S. citizen, Renee Nicole Good. What else? She was shot by Q. We are calling the agents Q. The administration is defending the Q, saying that he acted in self-defense. Now, if you have seen the video, because I'm not going to play the video again, because again, sorry for my folks on YouTube, but IG's acting up, saying something crazy on there, and I ain't trying to have them ban me. But if you saw the video, what are your thoughts? Again, I know I do a lot of talking, but today I need you all to do most of the talking, just, because a couple of gray areas when it comes to this. But I don't know. I just think this whole thing is crazy. And I believe they said that the FBI has now stepped in and is not giving any of the local government, any of the details now in regards to the case. Salute to that mayor, though, or mayor, governor, whoever he is, saying that Cube needs to get the F from out of his city, baby. Oh, God, I believe it's the mayor. He said they need to go. So, and he wasn't playing. But they probably ain't going nowhere. Question. Just curious. I mean, I get Cube because I know they're all over the place. But why is there a lot of in Minneapolis? Is that why they're there? Because why are they there anyway? And you know the crazy thing, and I'm not wishing this on none of my ATLians because I live in Atlanta. I have yet to hear any cube rapes in not Atlanta, but I'll say Atlanta, well, Georgia, period. But then again, I could be mistaken. But I do watch the news a lot, and I haven't really seen or heard of the Cubes being in Georgia. Again, my Georgia folks, let me know if I'm wrong. Onto that, we have to write to those reps. They are not doing their jobs. We have to get out there during the midterm elections to vote these people back, to vote them out. Auntie, yeah, we got to get some of these folks up out of office. Um, but again, I didn't know the cubes had this much power, but it's like Rashad said, I guess once this man stepped into the office, I guess he gave them cubes more power, but it seemed like they got more power than the police. I've seen of some of the things and heard of some of the things, this is not, this is, hey, Mr. Awesome, this is like I've heard of things in the past that the cubes have done, but never to this magnitude. Never to this magnitude. Like shooting and killing somebody is on a whole nother level. And like Baby Barack said, the cube who did it, nothing probably will even happen, or become of him. He'll probably still get to keep his job. But again, Minneapolis, somebody enlighten me, because again, is there? I'm trying to figure out why they out there, the cubes. And again, I'm trying to figure out why I ain't never seen them here in Georgia. Let me stop, because I'm about to say something. I'll keep it cute on this Thursday, okay? I'm about to say something, because I know what place. Okay, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not trying to be, but I know some places. I'm just saying. But I never, again, and I watched the news. But I did hear whispers that they were coming, but I don't know if they came or not. The monks came and went, though. If you live in Georgia, especially around the surrounding Atlanta area, the monks, they came and they went and they got the hell up out of Georgia. Leave it to us good folks, black folks, boy. The monks said, okay, y'all doing too much to make up some rules. Anyway, but back to the topic. Yes, we're talking about the Minneapolis shooting. Y'all, what are your thoughts on this? Your opinions. Tara said, they were in town 20 miles away from me, population about 5,000. I took in a man who had been here for 30 years, owning a Mexican restaurant in Travis, his children at school, and that's sad. I hate to hear it. They did it while his kids were in school. They came and got him. How do they find these people? Like Tasha said, police still have the power to arrest cubes if they witness a crime. I'm sorry. Okay. FBI still has the power to arrest the cube officer and investigate him for murder. Where the cuffs at? Okay. The oversight committee has already voted. Tasha said to investigate, but the vote was tied and the request was denied. Is that what had happened, Tasha? Tara said, yep, sorry for the typos. The entire community is rallying for him. So did the family still get to keep the restaurant? That's tragic though. Family business and then this happens. But yeah, I hear you, Tasha. It don't seem like that. It seems like, again, because this isn't the first incident. This is the most serious incident I heard of the cubes. But I've heard of them. Haven't they been pushing women down? Allegedly assaulting folks. So this isn't my first rodeo hearing about the cubes and their bad behavior. But it's going unchecked. So it seems like they have free will and free range. And if this cube goes unscathed, then I don't know. Have you seen? I know they have a protest going on here in Georgia about this shooting in Minneapolis today. I think it's this evening. I don't. It'll be interesting to see how many people show up, and I think they're going on all across the country. These protests today, in regards to this shooting in Minneapolis. Tasha said Republicans are blocking the overseer committee from investigating him for possible murder charges. Oh, so Tasha, they trying to basically hush, hush, hush. Mom said 5 people have been killed. Not the first time. Right. I knew this wasn't the first incident when it came oversight. Okay. I wasn't sure what you were trying to say. Republicans are blocking the oversight committee from investigating him for possible murder charges. That's why Tasha, you're free to come on here if you want to, because you know a lot about this. I have, I read about it, but I'm not, 100%. I can't even talk. I'm not 100%, all the way familiar with everything going on involving this young woman that was shot in Minneapolis. But yeah, Mama, yeah, this isn't the first rodeo when it comes to the cubes. Again, I've heard of them doing some stuff like this, but never when somebody, is in the car trying to drive off. I would think you just, let them go and then you come back and try to get them later. Was it that serious? Was it that serious? And of course, the administration is now claiming self-defense for the cube that did the shooting, saying he was justified in his actions, that he also himself had to go to the hospital. But I did see a video where he was walking to the car, and I was like, interesting. Them injuries must be real bad. You can walk yourself to the car. I'm just saying. Taj said Amir here jumped off a 7-story building yesterday because cubes were trailing him, and he said the government was coming for him. Oh my God, did he make it? Mr. Austin said history repeats itself back. Speaking of President Trump, dictator invasion of Venezuela is more like when then President Bush invaded Panama to overthrow baby Manuel Nori's dictatorship. I probably said that wrong. Tasha, he gone. You think so, Tasha? You think he's gonna be gone? You think it's over? I don't know. I just think the cube should have restricted power. I don't think that they should have, I don't think they should be able to take another person's life. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like, even though officers, those type of people have training where they're supposed to de-escalate those type of situations, and I'm pretty sure the cubes have that same type of training where they're probably supposed to de-escalate, not escalate a situation, So again, I'm trying to figure out where the self-defense comes into play. Maybe you can help me with that. Tasha said cubes have been given full federal immunity from the man, and only he can take it away or his removal from office. So that's why they feel like they untouchable. They said, I wish I might. What up, S squads? They said, I wish I might. Yeah, no one man should have all that power. S squads, we talk about the Minneapolis shooting that occurred with now the woman who has been identified as 37-year-old Renee. What is it? No, I don't want to say this child's name wrong. I just said it a million times. Hold on. Yeah, Renee Nicole Good, who is the mother of 3 and leaves behind her 3 children. They also said she was a U.S. citizen as well. Baby Barack said, Cubes, Clan, Proud Boys, one and the same and on the payroll, using our own money against us. Hey, the Black Ojack, S-Squad said, time to march. So you getting out there, S-Squads, today to protest? Are you going to protest this? Tasha said, Oversight Committee has pulled backgrounds on some of these cubes, and a good percentage of them are convicted felonies. What the? Because I had to pause for a second. So you mean to tell me they will take them, but if they go try to get they can't go get a job, but you, okay then. Esquad said, with you, Esquad, won't be no marching today, baby. But I do hate that happened to that woman, and may she rest in peace. It's a very, tragic situation that occurred. And she lost her life, behind this. So, what do you think is going to come from this? In you guys' honest opinion. As squads, we calling them cubes because I had a little warning message and IG acting funky over here today. Hey, Ronnie. We're talking about the shooting that happened in Minneapolis with 37-year-old Renee Nicole Good is the woman that has been identified as deceased. We call them cubes, agents, cubes. Renee Nicole Miller was the one identified as the one the cube man shot. So what do you think is now going to become of this? Is this Auntie said nothing. Auntie, do you think people are going to be mad enough though? Because it seems like folks is mad. It seems like folks are big mad about this situation. And the fact that, reports are saying that she was a U.S. citizen and a mother of 3, like, I don't know. I don't know how them folks gonna take this. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know if they're gonna take this lane now. But again, we gonna see. Anything to distract you from that oil, though. I'm just saying. As Squad said, they are marching. What I seen. Well, no, they are having protests as squads across the country today, including here. If you are in Georgia, they're having some, especially in Atlanta, I think later on this evening, in protests to what happened with cubes. Tasha said, look how they handle the congresswoman that was murdered compared to parlay. You ain't lying. You is not lying about that. You are not lying about that. Question mark still. Inquiring minds would like to know. But what do you think now is going to come of this? Are people going to be mad enough now and say enough is enough? We had enough? Auntie said, yes, we are mad, but nothing will be done. That's a shame, Auntie. But it goes back to what Rashad said. Rashad said, he did say we're not mad enough. I mean, will we ever be mad enough? When will it be enough? I guess when this man is sitting on the throne and we have to bow down to him and his rules. Keep it cute. I'm going to keep it cute today. Anyway, if you are just now joining Discussions with Dee Dee Parker, thank you. Twitch, appreciate you. YouTube, my folks, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow if you haven't already done so, if you're watching this video. And of course, we're on IG Live. We do this every day around 2-ish. We're talking about the shooting that happened in Minneapolis. So many things. I would show you guys the video, but again, I don't want to get flagged from IG. It's just a lot of things in that video. From what is being said, thank God for camera phones. Can I just say that? Thank God for camera phones. Because if this was back in the day when I was in high school and this was happening, there would be no receipts. But people are recording everything. So God bless the folks that recorded this. Because had there been not a camera phone out there, we would have had only one version of this story. And it would have been their version. There would have been no proof, no evidence. But the fact that, there is an actual video and maybe I'm missing it. Maybe you can point out to me where the self-defense came into play so I can understand a little bit better on why the cube did what he did. Because again, in this video, I ain't seeing what they seen. And I got my glasses on, but maybe I need to adjust my glasses because I ain't seeing what they seeing. Are you seeing it? I'm just saying. Tasha said, winning the primaries isn't good enough. That's just a start. We have to flip every state all the way down the ballot on state and federal elections. And now more than ever, volunteer and donate to grassroots activities to flood the communities. I like what you're talking about, Tasha. You're absolutely right. She said the primaries ain't gonna get it done. And whenever there's, I'm gonna say this: whenever there's election, go vote, please. We cannot, with these elections, we cannot afford to just be sitting at home wishing and praying. Prayer is good, trust me, because I pray. Got to stay prayed up. But yeah, you gotta put some stuff, of course, into action. But yeah. I had another question, and it slipped my mind just that quick. It'll come back to me though, chill. But again, like I said, if any of you, and this goes for y'all on YouTube too, because I know some of you on YouTube gonna have a lot to say, baby. I can't wait to read these comments. But again, point it out. If you feel like, you know what I'm saying, God bless her soul. If you feel like what she did was wrong, because again, I'm just trying to make it piece it together in this video, because what they're saying isn't connecting. The dots aren't connecting. That's all I'm saying. I am not seeing what they're seeing. And I think we talked about this, because Tasha, I think you cleared it up for me, that I believe the FBI has now taken over the state investigation and is now keeping them in the dark, allegedly, to some pertinent evidence in regards to the case. Big shout out, though, to the Minneapolis. I need to find his name. I need to find who this man is, because, baby, he was straight standing on business, okay? He told them cubes, get the F about his city, okay? On TV. Okay. Baby Rock said having video proof just makes it more disgusting, because you're clearly watching a murder and not a damn thing will happen. It does, baby Barack, but yeah, I think I'm saying I like now that we have the video aspect, because they can't just go around lying to us no more. You got to explain yourself. Do you imagine it? Can you imagine if this was when camera phones came out? I know I had a phone in high school, but it didn't have no camera to it. But can you imagine? And he was in place and this had happened. It would have just been his word. And then it would have just been like, okay, well, maybe it is justified, because maybe she did try to do what they say she did. But the fact that there's a whole video and we can clearly see, clear as day, what is going on. I'm just saying. Tasha said everyone needs to also prepare for civil war. It is a very uncomfortable thought, but January 6th was just a practice run. He is itching to activate those imbeciles that support him. Jacob, thank you, Tasha. Boo. Jacob Fry, big shout out to you, sir, for standing on. What up? It's a boat. We're talking about the Minneapolis shooting that occurred. Big shout out to Jacob Fry, the mayor of Minneapolis, for standing on straight business. You know what I'm saying? That happened in his city, so he told them cubes that they can get the F up out of his city. That's what I'm talking about. But I don't think it's gonna be that simple. He's not gonna just be able to the man in that White House ain't finna let that happen. That man, you don't tell me what to do. I tell you what to do. And then you follow my lead. So I don't see the cubes leaving that city, but what I am worried about now is people now retaliating and taking their frustration out on the cubes. Well, on the cubes, period. Folks, okay, tired now. So they like, okay, let me put on the whole armor. Trying to in between. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like what you're trying to say, a civil war could be on the rise. What up, Super Pat? Mr. Austin said the FBI and the NCA are all over the place. Go and watch Enemy of the State. I've seen that before, but I got to go back and rewatch it. Super Pat, we are talking about the Minneapolis shooting with the identified 37-year-old mother, who they're saying in reports is a U.S. citizen. She leaves behind 3 kids, but she was shot and killed by, we're calling them cubes instead of agents, but cubes. She was shot and killed by a cube. The administration is saying that she was shot and killed because of self-defense. So, good afternoon. The Orange Man want war. Be prepared, people, and get your household together. Is the Pope 49? I think I saw your pictures on Facebook. You was at the Falcons game with the Rams. Me and my honeys was there too. I was like, look at, see, you never know. Universe. Anyway, Tasha said it's not that simple. The governor, Tim Walsh, warned Cubes that each state has their own soldiers on reserve, and he will activate them to protect the citizens. However, that plays into, what that mean, Tasha? So if they, slow it down for me, girl. So if he activates these soldiers, the soldiers in the cubes will be going at one another. That's what I'm trying to clarify. They'll be going at one another. Tasha said governors in blue states are trying to avoid activating their soldiers. And I believe, I feel in my soul that only the blue states are getting the cubes. Because again, I've heard here in Georgia that, oh, maybe the cubes are coming. But I watch a lot of news. I don't never, unless I'm missing it and not paying attention, see them arresting. Yeah, okay then. Falcon game, and I was behind the bench last night when Ice Tray walked out. Jeez, Ice Tray the game, man. I can't say rest in peace because he ain't dead. But his career might be dead. Anyway, I'm just joking. It might be. He's going to the Wizards. Oh my God, that's the worst trade ever. Anyway, Texas has cubes. Do you guys? Y'all are a red state. Yeah, I haven't seen any cubes, and I know we're red in Georgia, but I haven't seen any. But then again, I could be wrong. Maybe I ain't paying attention. I ain't trying to pay attention for real though. Miss Elsa, Odidi, another movie you should watch, The Siege with Denzel Washington. I haven't seen that. Okay, thank you. I will check that out. Is the Pope 49 said, holla at your boy. Me and my wife, we would like to join you guys. Okay, yeah, let's do a double date. I'm for it. Baby Barack said the war is gonna be people versus government. Feels like people are getting hip to the game and sees what they're not, not the enemy. We're not the enemies. Yeah. Tasha said they are in every state, in every major city. You can find a CUBE office in the main federal building in your city. But Tasha, no, I want to go back to what you said. So if Tim Walsh activates the soldiers, will then it be soldiers versus the cubes? Because you said they have to protect the citizens at all costs. So will it be the cubes versus the soldiers in that state? That's what I'm curious about. Because how's that going to work if he activates them? That's, yeah. Mr. Austin said, I believe martial law is coming. Everybody keeps saying this martial law thing. Mr. Austin, you are like the third person that mentioned martial law today on this thing. All I can do is shake my head. All I could do is shake my head. I'm waiting for Tasha to answer that question because, again, I want to know if they, even though I want to know if it's going to come to that, though. Because, But again, if you're just now joining Discussions with Dee Dee Parker, we have another 10 minutes. And then we're going to wrap this up. But we have been chatting about the Minneapolis shooting that occurred yesterday. The woman has been identified as 37-year-old Renee Nicole Good, a mother of 3, and they're saying she was a U.S. citizen. Of course, they're trying to the administration justify and say that it was self-defense. But there's the video. If you've seen the video, what are your thoughts? Mr. Austin, plus the New World Order is coming as well. As the Pope said, we will lose our military because these troops would have to fight family. Most will walk away. Sheesh. Tasha said, if any governor activates soldiers anywhere for any reason, the Trump can declare martial law, which gives Trump unchecked power and unlimited control of the office as long as martial law is activated. Oh my God. Is active. The commander-in-chief cannot be removed. It's the Pope 49 said, I served in the Marine Corps. And you served in the Marine Corps, and you don't even have this much power as the damn cubes. You don't even have that much power. It's the Pope 49. I just think that this whole thing is crazy. Again, I didn't know, and I'm gonna say it again, I didn't know that the cubes could do a thing like that. You know, I thought they were simply here to, you know, deport folks, not shoot folks. Difference. You see what I'm saying? You have a job. It ain't to do that. And I don't even think, why should they be able, I mean, I understand it's a dangerous job, but why should they be able to carry? You know what I'm saying? And you said some of these people are convicted felons. How are they able to even carry? As the Pope 49 said, we was training for martial law so you already know it's coming as the Pope 49. That means you need to get all your water, stock up on all your canned goods. Whew! Facts is the Pope. Hard decisions are going to be made, and a lot of soldiers and pork skins ain't going to kill their family. So if they ain't going to do it, then what that mean? I don't understand none of this military. What that mean? Mr. Austin said, if Democrats win the House this year, the smart move is the end his dictatorship and don't impeach him yet. Well, that's what he's afraid of, because I know we talked about it on the morning show that he's worried about midterm elections, but I don't really know, because unless it come from this man's mouth, for real, I don't really be trusting what these folks be saying. But it was said in a report that he's nervous for midterms because he's afraid if the Democrats take back control that he may get impeached. But I'm not even gonna say that. I ain't even gonna say that. Tasha said martial law will activate all active and non-active soldiers to police the citizens of this nation until the civilian population is safe. Well, okay, I got you. We're the citizens. I got you, Tasha. Tasha said, first of all, the blue people need to stop being some itches. Dems have the power and the proof that the election was. Well, why they not using it then, Tasha? Girl? They ain't gonna use that card yet. I would like to say rest in peace to Renee, Nicole Good. Always a tough thing when a life is lost. Hate that, that this, is happening. May she rest in peace. Hey, Carrie girl. May she rest in peace. And prayers to her family. Tasha said basically the blues need to stop being MLK and DC and start being blue. Yes, I'm with you. And Tasha, we needed to been doing that. Baby Rock said, I saw Trump say it. He wasn't kidding. I think they will finally get him once the balance of power shifts. Okay, thank you, Baby Rock. Because, if it don't come from his mouth, like these damn Epstein files, share, that was a null and void. What happened to those? The Epstein files. We're still waiting on them. Where are the pictures? Anyway. All right, y'all. This was a good conversation. We have fun. We talk about relationships. We talk about a lot of different stuff on here. So these topics are not always easy for me. And then I kind of have to, because corporate, you kind of can't really. So thank you guys for being my voice today. Tasha said, final thoughts. My people, please vote and get your people to vote and support grassroots. Your very life depends on it. Yeah, if you don't vote, don't talk to me. Because that means you don't even care. You don't even care about your life. If you ain't voting in these midterms, don't talk to me no more. I'm so serious. That means you don't care nothing about your life or your well-being or your family life. Baby Brock said, facts, Tasha. I've been saying enough of the marching and praying. We shall overcome. Back by any means. But I hope y'all ready. Because you know who I see mostly at these weapon stores? These gun stores that ain't us. I promise you that. That's who I mostly see. It ain't us. So just know. If you say they ready, they probably okay. All right, anybody else got any final thoughts? Tasha said, hey, Barack, me and my muddy girl is ready. Anybody else got any final thoughts? Like I said, these are, sometimes not always easy conversations. So I thank you guys for always chiming in. Twitch Lee, it's always real. YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow. Again, if you haven't already done so, we did get some new followers on YouTube, so I appreciate you guys. IG, as always, love is real. Oh, if you haven't already, make sure you check out the new video with John Singleton, son Seven Singleton. He just opened up a new soundstage here in Georgia, and it's absolutely amazing. I'm like, it makes me want, when I see stuff like that, it makes me want to hustle harder. And two, if you're in the ATL, and you didn't already know, I've been doing the morning show since Tuesday. So tomorrow I'll be back on for one last, well, not one last hoorah, but finishing out my week with them. So finish out the week with your D.D. Parker. Let's do it. Baby Rock said, no doubt, Tasha, bang, bang. Mr. Austin said, Bruno Mars just announced his tour. And he need that. Shut up, Dee Dee. All right, I love y'all. See y'all tomorrow on your Friday. Bye.